Okay. All right. We'll start again. Sorry, everyone who's watching the stream. We had some technical issues. We'll start over again. So, hello everyone again. My name is Artyom. I'll be your host today. And today with me we have Evgeny, the CEO of WunderTrading, and as well as Simon. He's the chief operating officer on the platform called RunBot.io. And today we're going to cover some of the most popular questions that users are interested in. So just let's start from the first one, and one of the most interesting question is, Simon, what inspired the creation of the platform, and what core problem are you solving for crypto traders?
Mm. So actually, it's very simple. We were initially manual trader developers, and we were realizing that manual trading was not like fast enough and good enough to exploit some edge, and edge is decaying very quickly. So we basically decided to do our own trading bot. Then we started to do like a backtesting engine, some platform for ourselves. And after some times and good performance, some friends got interested in ask us to join. So we just made a platform more like user friendly. And it was growing more and more. And we decided to make it like public for everyone, so everyone can test and try our features.
All right, beautiful. And how does your platform differentiate itself from other similar platforms that's currently available? And just a little question, do you think that TradingView is kind of competitor to you?
Well, so that's a very good question. So basically, on RunBot, you can backtest your strategy based off dozens of indicators. Our backtesting engine take in consideration funding fees, slippage, because we have like order book data and everything. So the risk of overfitting is overall pretty low, especially that we have our own metrics, the RunBot score, that give you some like vision of how your strategy will perform in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main component of RunBot. Then after making a strategy, you can optimize it. We have a AI optimizer, which is like tweaking some parameters and setup of your strategy to find kind of like the best accuracy for your
Yep.
entries and exit and everything. Then you can plug it to many exchanges with whom we have a partnership with. So I would say that RunBot by itself and its features is for now kind of unique platform. I don't think TradingView is a competitor at all because most of people use, I think, TradingView for like checking some indicators, checking some charts, some price and everything. I think there is just a few percentage of TradingView users who use the backtesting engine, which require coding knowledge. And
Yep.
RunBot is a no-code platform, so fairly different, yeah,
And
in my
as
opinion.
far as I know, you do support direct execution of orders on the exchanges. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have a
Yeah.
partnership with a few sexes, OKX, Bluffin, some others. So
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
and I guess that trading does not allow that, so basically that would be one of the differences. All right,
Mm.
beautiful. And what type of user is Rumble designed for? Is it like for beginners or advanced traders or maybe both?
So this is a question that we had a lot, and as of today, with the recent updates we made, RunBot is completely designed for any kind of trader or even non-trader. So let me explain. Let's start by the person who will be very beginner in crypto and doesn't know how to trade. That person who wants maybe to diversify their investment, they can just go through our training bot marketplace on RunBot, and over there they can rent, buy some strategies from other users, then execute it on their own account.
Hmm.
And I think that is very, very good way if you don't have time and knowledge to put in learning trading and everything. It's a good alternative way. Also, for advanced users, they can of course enjoy our very, very deep backtesting engine, the optimization features. We have the AI agent optimizer that is coming soon, which is basically you just chat with the AI, RunBot AI, homemade, and this AI is analyzing your strategies for you and giving you advice on like what to optimize if you want to get more trade, more profits, less drawdown. So these kind of features for advanced users is, I think, it's providing a good edge,
That sounds
definitely.
amazing. All right. And do you guys run any statistics on how long does it typically take for a new user to build and deploy their first walking strategy?
Yeah, we have some statistic about that, and surprisingly, I mean, people run strategies pretty quickly. To
Mhm.
go from the concept shop to running, I would say it can take few hours for average users. The very, very quick users can make a strategy in, to be honest, some like maybe 15, 20 minutes if you already
Mm.
have a base idea of your strategies. For example, if you're like an EMA trader, you can quickly come, put your EMA, the setup
Mhm.
that you know and that you like, and in 10 minutes, maybe even less, your strategies is ready.
All right. And are there templates or like a pre-built strategies for users to get started quickly?
Yeah. So that's also a good question because we had some users at the beginning who were maybe a little bit lost with the conception of strategies. So now on RunBot, as a new users, when you log in, at your first login, you will have few strategies as a template. Some like basic trend following strategies with EMA and these kind of things. So you can see the structure of how a strategy is made, what kind of rules and possibilities.
All right.
And
May
we're
I
gonna
ask
add
you?
more later too.
Okay, may I ask you to show where they are located on your website? Just a quick, would you like just to share your screen to see the
Yeah, of
details so
course.
the viewers could see the how it looks like?
Of course, I can do that. Okay, can you see my screen now? Is it working?
All right,
Perfect. Up. Tell me when you want me to start and show you everything.
go ahead.
Okay, so basically, when you're gonna first log in, you're gonna have like three, four strategies here in the strategy
Mhm.
box, and then you can like just like browse them, go through the indicator strategies, see what kind of strategies of indicators is plugged on the strategy itself. For
Mm-hmm.
example, here we have like EMA on 18 period, set up on SUI, and
Mm-hmm.
you can basically manage every configuration. You can put your trigger. For example, here when the price gonna touch down the EMA, we're gonna launch a long signal,
Mm-hmm.
and you can obviously decide your size, leverage, how do you enter a position, how do you exit, no. And we have a lot of possibilities, rules, configuration. So yeah,
And
that's
what
pretty much it.
was like an average order execution time on your platform?
It's extremely fast because so we have through Webhook a direct connection to Exchange. So
Mm-hmm.
it's extremely fast. I don't have the accurate number in mind. It's extremely fast because we really want very like cutting edge execution on the platform itself to provide the best entry, especially during a high volatility time. Yeah.
Okay. And where are those pre-made strategies? Are where the users can see those already created strategies on your platform?
So basically, just here in the strategies
Okay.
box, just here. So mine is extremely messy because I have my own strategies and everything.
Mhm.
But basically here, they're gonna have some strategies, base strategies provided by us
Oh,
that they can check.
okay. And I see that
Like
you have
I
a
have some
market,
here.
and I see you have a
Yeah, you can see here.
marketplace. Is it like where other users share the strategies with the community, or
Yeah,
is it something
exactly.
different? Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me show you everything. So
Yeah.
basically, the marketplace is here, and this is strategies made by our users and just like available on the marketplace for renting. So for
Yep.
example, here we have a strategy on BNB. And so what is very interesting is like we really want to provide high quality trading strategies, not just like some very high leverage trading strategies that are gonna get liquidated in no time. So we have here the backtesting score of the strategy. But here
Oh.
we have the live period score of the strategies. So
Mm-hmm.
we really want to showcase the best strategies. So these strategies here, for example, the 846 was performing at a RunBot score of 8.2 on the backtest and now almost 9.2. So the live performance of the strategies is even better than the backtest. This is
Yeah.
also like a proof that our backtesting engine is extremely accurate and fair. There is no shady calculation.
As an example, can I, for an example, rent a strategy and run it on a different pair?
Oh, yeah, 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 of course. So basically, let's take some example here.
Yep,
Here I have my SY strategy. I just have to go to configuration here, and I can change the asset. And
I
here we
see.
have like a bunch of altcoins, BTC, Ethereum, and all the measures.
Have you ever seen the strategy which has a score of 10 or like close to 10?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not really, not really. Because and especially before our RunBot score was pretty strict. Now we adapted it a little bit more like fairly and accurately, but we didn't have such strategy yet. And to be honest with you, I don't think that will be possible
Okay,
regarding the nature itself of the market. Yeah.
got it. And what would you say, what is the most common mistake that new users make and how do you help to prevent it?
Uh, I would say it's the leverage. So many users start to do some strategies with high leverage first. But I would advise people to start with like low leverage, just to see if your strategies make sense first. And then when your strategy is already have a good base and already performing okay, start to slowly leverage, increase the size, so you can see if during a high volatility period when your strategy is getting shaped, if you can maintain your level of profits and performance. That would be my
Okay,
main advice. And second advice, I would say, would be to use indicators, triggers as a exit strategies, because many users want to use like just like a fixed stop loss at 2 or 3%. In my opinion, it's not the best way to operate.
okay, that's interesting. All right, and what platforms or exchanges are currently supported on your platform?
So you mean as exchanges?
Yeah, exchanges or any different platforms such as WunderTrading, and which do you
Yeah,
have there?
but yeah, so of course we have WunderTrading, and we have also like exchanges for the direct execution like OKX, Speedget, Bluffin, BingX, Femex, and some others. We are in discussion also with bigger secs for like integration. So hopefully maybe this year we can have more integration. And we also would like to see a RunBot on some DEXs in the near future. This is also something that we are considering and we are in touch with few DEXs for this matter.
Okay, I see. I've been searching the network for most popular questions, and uh, the I would say the three most wanted exchanges was I guess was Binance, Bybit, and maybe Coinbase. Do you have any insights on whether you are going to integrate them or not yet?
Well,
Maybe.
it's in the pipes. We talk about it right now. I can say we are in touch with them, and
Okay.
we're in touch with them. It's in progress. I don't think I can say
All right.
much more about it right now, but it's something that we consider, and we will be very happy to integrate such platforms. It would be a
I
honor.
see. Beautiful. And do you plan to support decentralized exchanges?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. As I was saying, DEXs for us is a really, really big focus also because we can see even recently with Hyperliquid and some other DEXs that they are getting popularity. So we really would like to implement RunBot on decentralized exchanges, especially that on some DEXs you can farm some points for some airdrop and everything. I think there will be a very big edge running trading bots directly on DEXs from RunBot
Okay.
to
Do you
DEXs.
think it's possible to add them during this year, or you're not sure about that?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
possible completely, and we're pretty optimistic about it. Yeah, hopefully.
That will be huge, actually. All right.
Mm.
And how does your strategy optimizer work, and what methods are used to improve bot performance?
So I will try to not go in the highly mathematic and quant calculations, but basically the AI optimizer will take the strategy, and you're gonna tell to the AI optimizer. Wait, I can even show you actually.
No, great.
So basically we have many way of calculating for the optimization method. So we have some simulated annealing strategies, combinatorial, or just a random search when you can just input some iteration, and the engine gonna just randomly test some parameters and sorting out for you the best parameters. You can also here put your indicators and say to the optimizer, okay, what do you want to optimize? So here, for example, I have some indicators, AI trend, and I want to optimize the time frame. So
Yeah.
it's gonna tell me what is the best time frame to get the most performances. And then you're gonna tell me, okay, optimize the strategy, but in which way? For the drawdown, profits. So basically, we can do it for pretty much every metrics that we have on RunBot. As you can see here, we can maximize all those parameters. So
Yeah.
let's say I want a strategy that takes more trades. So I'm just gonna put this one here, and I can allocate some priority as percentage. So if I put like this, I would say to the AI optimizer to put a very big priority on maximizing the number of trades. And I can do that for many metrics.
Mm. All right, thank you. And just another question is that can RunBot
Sure.
bots be configured to trade based on custom indicators or like an imported signals from other sources?
So this is something that we can do through some like a partnership. If we receive some signal, it could be possible. Importing custom indicators is something that we think about, but it's also extremely hard to do because
Okay.
most of people are using a TradingView, Pine script. So we will need a way to import the Pine script code, convert it in our coding
Yeah.
architecture um, to render it on our charts, which is homemade. So it's something that we would like to do later, but for now we cannot. Otherwise, we have some of our users who asked us to import their indicators, and we did it just as a
All right.
custom request. So we're open to that.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. And another question would be how scalable are the bots? So basically, can users run
Mhm.
multiple bots simultaneously across different pays or accounts, maybe?
Completely. It's completely possible. Let me show you also
Okay.
real quick.
So just because
Um, mm,
I'll quickly go through the Wonder Trading because we have different kind of bots, and for example, when we are talking about the grid bot, we do not allow users on the same API to trade on the same pair. Uh,
mhm.
Basically, they cannot create two grid bots on the same pair because it might create a mess on the exchange. So, how do you handle those kind of things on your platform?
So you mean like in terms of liquidity?
Now, in terms of all the execution, for example, you have the
Mhm.
two bots, and one bot is working as a in hedge mode, and the second one is using only one-way mode. And when you're trading with the bot with hedge mode, the trades might interfere with the one that has one-way mode. Basically, it might close each other trades.
Mm,
Did you face any issues with those kind of executions?
yeah, so basically to handle this kind of case, we have a rules of one bot is one webhook. And we use isolated margin for each bot. So in that case, it add like security measures.
Okay.
So that matters.
Would it make sense to create different sub-accounts for each bot, for example?
To be honest, yeah. It could make for sure, even for the organization, if someone is running like 10 or 15 bots, I
Yeah.
would recommend it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you guys support limit entries?
So far, we don't support limit orders because we are working mainly with a webhook, so it's mostly market order. But in the very near future, with a full API integration, we will be able to handle limit orders for sure.
Oh, awesome. All right. And you've talked about the features that are upcoming, about the feature you said the AI thing that is going to help you to just
Mhm.
basically give you advices. Do you have any other upcoming or features or improvements, and what's most exciting about them?
So our AI agent is going to be really, really huge in the way that just by interacting with the agent, you can set up everything for like your strategy as an optimization, how to optimize it, and the AI also gonna give you some advice, like what is a good way to do it. No, no, no. So it's also gonna act as a coach. So
Oh,
this is something that we are really excited about. And as a second major features going to RunBot, we want to like really gamify RunBot a lot. So we would have a full gamification concept with like a tournament, competition, and these kind of things. And that would be very exciting.
all right. And the AI assistant, will it be able to just keep conversation like a chat GPT, for example, or it's gonna be um, only for helping with strategy creation, editing, or how basically, if you have any insights on this matter, how will it work in terms of like basic dialogue, I would say.
So you mean if you're talking to the AI RunBot agent and you ask him like, how is the weather today in South Korea or in Paris?
Yeah,
No,
basically, yeah.
so yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, we have like very so we gave a scope to the AI. So the AI gonna kindly tell you that it's not really the matter of the topic today, and the AI gonna kindly remind you to focus on the
Oh,
strategy and to yeah to focus the
okay,
dialogue on it, the chat. Mm.
I see. All right. So I just want to quickly show to the viewers how they can automate RunBots strategies directly on WunderTrading. I'll quickly share my
That would be
screen.
amazing,
Yep, just give me a
amazing.
second. Could you confirm if you see my screen?
Okay, let me connect to it. Sounds good on my side.
Okay, beautiful. It's working, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So basically, when you want to automate your strategy from RunBot, you will need to go to the Signal Bot because this will be the only tool that we are integrated with RunBots. And basically, the Signal Bot, one of the tools that allows you basically to execute almost any indicator or strategy, whether it's a RunBot, TradingView, or any other source where the signal is coming from. And here you just need to select the exchange. You will need to add it in advance. Then you select an API. The pair. You can also do some back testing for example on the RunBot platform, then you can create a demo account on our platform on WunderTrading to just test how it works in the real environment. So basically here you select the time frame, you go with those additional settings, and here where you see bot stock condition, you will see four um, features. It will be TradingView alert, RunBots, API request, and other. So basically you choose RunBot alert, and here, as I correctly remember, you guys sent the amount, the trading amount in your orders, and you cannot disable this option, right?
Yeah.
Because basically we have two settings here, whether it's custom quantity that's sent within with this signal or form settings. But as far as I remember, you cannot select the amount here. You will always need to select it directly on RunBot's platform. And basically that's it. You just select custom quantity here, the order size multiplier, whether you need it or not, then create the bots. And here is the messages and the webhook that you will need to use to connect directly to RunBots. And may
Yeah,
I ask
yeah.
you if the RunBot tab is still open to just quickly show where the vendor trading is located and how they should basically add the webhook on your website?
Oh, yeah, you mean okay. I'm gonna share my
Yeah,
screen again.
yeah.
But yeah, for your question about the sizing, yeah, the thing is like the sizing is sent by the RunBot strategy itself. So let me show
Because
you.
I've been testing your platform, and I
Mhm,
uh, and for example, on TradingView, there are lots of options on this matter, and sometimes we get confused because on some of exchanges, they
mhm,
if we're talking about the futures market, so on most exchanges, they use contract size. So basically, the contract size is the same as base size of the pair of the coin. For example, if one BTC would be 100K, then you will need to put one contract, and this would be like a 100K. But on within with your platform, it's basically much more convenient and better to send those parameters directly with orders, and it's basically does not create any confusion, and it's pretty convenient to use. I've tried lots of signals. I've tried trading through your platform, and with
mhm.
WunderTrading, it just feels smooth. All right, so I
Oh yeah,
see the
yeah, yeah.
screen,
Yeah.
and yeah. So could you please
So
show? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, of course. So, basically, RunBot is computing your margin, the leverage. It does all the job for you to send the appropriate amount size per trade to respect the risk management. We are extremely strict about that, so there is no, problem of sizing and everything. So all the hard part is computed by our tools, and we make things like much more simpler for the users, for example, than TradingView for all the sizing matters. So basically, for window trading, yeah, I would recommend people to you just use the strategies recommended leverage, where all the sizing is set up in the strategy itself.
All right. And could you just quickly show how to automate it? Basically, you need to add a new alert custom data.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to go through the bot tab on RunBot.
Yeah.
Then you can just do like a new webhook. Up, you
Mm-hmm.
scroll down, and in the bot webhook configuration, you can just choose here your strategy. I'm just gonna take my first one on Ethereum here. The initial capital, I recommend to use the strategies recommended leverage, where all the sizing is handled there. You can scroll, select WunderTrading, up, and then you just need to add your key and pretty much save and run, and it's all
Yeah. All
set.
right. Beautiful. So just what I was thinking is that the only thing that the users from Wonder Trading need to set up the bot with RunBot is basically they just need to add the webhook, and that's it. They don't need to add the different alerts. Comments, alert comments from the bot. They just trade the webhook, and that's it. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Also, on RunBot documentation, we have like the full setup to how to
Yeah.
connect the RunBot training bot to WunderTrading with some screenshot. Everything is detailed. So yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Okay.
try to make it
Beautiful.
as simple as possible.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for the time. I think that wraps up the session. And again, thank you for coming to the stream. It was nice to meet you, nice to talk and hear some insights about your platform. And
Always a
we're
pleasure.
yeah, and I think that the whole session was a great talk, and I'm excited about your AI assistant, and I would be glad to test it because it sounds awesome. That it's just I'm just a bit excited about that because I don't understand how it might work such as you described, because well, if there would be an AI assistant that would help you to automate this strategy and basically create it and give advices, I think that's something that's completely new to the market, and I haven't heard or seen anything about
Mm.
or similar to that.
It's a big
So
work. It's a big piece
yeah,
of work, seriously.
yeah.
Not
May I
easy.
ask just quickly for if it's not if you can answer for how long the development was up for that feature?
So it's been over a month. But the thing is, like before that, we already had in our minds a vision of how it could be, how it could work. Also, RunBot is made in a very modular way. So it's extremely easy to add some features to the app and everything. But for the AI itself, if you talk about the AI development, it takes still a lot of time, a lot of hours, and a lot of difficulties on the way. But hopefully, we are approaching a very, very good result right now. We are really happy with how the features looks like. So yeah,
All right, got
really
it.
happy about it.
So I'm hoping to see it soon. I will test it. I'll definitely test it from my side, and I think the
Perfect.
whole WunderTrading team will do that again as well because we're just curious on how it will work in reality. All right, so
We
thank you
read the
so much.
review.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming today. It was nice to meet you again, and have a great day.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Pleasure. Always a pleasure to meet you guys. Thank you for having RunBot here.
yeah.
Take care.
Thank you. Likewise. Bye.